Namaste students, this is Seema Bhardwaj on behalf of Maths Department. In my previous lectures, I have told you about the proof of Pythagoras theorem. When you were doing Pythagoras theorem, you must have observed that what we have proved. In Pythagoras theorem, we have proved this thing that if we are having a right angle triangle ABC, from the point where the angle of 90 degree is formed, from that point, if we draw a perpendicular on the hypotenuse, then we have proved that this triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. This thing we have proved. Then we have proved that this small triangle CDB is also similar to the bigger triangle. And we can also conclude that if each smaller triangle is similar to the bigger one, that means they are similar to each other also. This all we have proved in Pythagoras theorem. That means we can learn it like that also. For this, you can take the reference of theorem 6.7. It's given in your book that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right angle triangle on the hypotenuse of the triangle, then both the triangles formed on both the sides are similar to the bigger triangle and they are similar to each other. What I mean to say is that in Pythagoras theorem we have proved all these things, but as a result we can use it in our questions. There you need not to prove the similarity. Straightway you can use this result in our question. Let us do some questions of exercise 6.5. First of all, I've taken question number 2 of exercise. Here they have given us a triangle PQR which is right angled at point P. And from point P, a perpendicular PM is drawn on the hypotenuse QR. And we have to show this result that PM square is equal to QM into MR. You can use theorem 6.7 also, but in that case you will have to write the full statement of the theorem, or you can straightway prove the similarity like I am doing with the similarity concept. If we take triangle QPR and triangle QMP, angle Q is equal to angle Q common, angle P is equal to angle QMP, both equals to 90 degree. That means this triangle QPR is similar to triangle QMP. As we have proved both angles equal, that means we are using AA similarity. Two angles we have proved equal. So by AA similarity, bigger triangle and small triangle QMP are similar to each other. Similarly, we can write triangle RMP will be similar to triangle RPQ. Same by AA similarity rule. Now, from let it be equation number 1 and equation number 2. If both the smaller triangles are similar to the bigger triangle, that means they are similar to each other. From equation 1 and 2, triangle PMQ is similar to triangle RMP. If they are similar, that means sides will be proportionate implies PM upon RM is equal to NQ upon PM by corresponding parts of similar triangles. Cross multiplying, we'll be getting PM, so it will be PM square equals to NQ into Rn. This is what they were saying us to prove, so hence proved. After question number 2, I have taken question number 7, where they have given us a rhombus. Suppose we have taken ABCD as a rhombus. They are saying prove that sum of the squares of the sides of the rhombus is equal to sum of the squares of the diagonals. That means AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square is equal to square of the sum of the squares of the diagonals, AC square plus BD square. The moment we say rhombus, we have learned the properties of rhombus, that in a rhombus diagonals are perpendicular to each other and they are bisector of each other. Means diagonals in a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. That means what we have obtained is that at this point O, each angle is of 90 degree. Suppose we name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. So the moment we say ABCD is a rhombus, means we have got that all these angles are of 90 degree. And diagonals bisect each other, means AO is equal to OC and BO equals to O. Now we have obtained 4 right angle triangles here. AOB, BOC, COD, AOD. Now if we apply Pythagoras theorem in all these 4 right angle triangles, we will be having results. Triangle AOB is a right angle triangle. Therefore, AB square is equal to BO square plus AO square. Similarly, from other triangles, from triangle BOC, we will be having BC square equals to BO square plus OC square. And here in first part we will be writing using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Further we are writing similarly, means no need of writing again and again. In triangle COD, we have obtained CD square is equal to OC square plus OD square. In triangle AOD, opposite to 90 hypotenuse, AD square is equal to AO square plus OD square. We will name it as equation 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the results we have obtained. Adding equation 1, 2, 3 and 4, we will be getting, on left hand side we will be getting AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square. This is fine, whatever was being asked in the question. But on right hand side, we can see that AO square, OB square, OC square, OD square if you add, every term will be coming twice. So it will be equal to double of AO square plus BO square plus CO square plus DO square. Now, when we talked about the property of rhombus, we said diagonals bisect each other. That means AO and OC are equal, or we can say that AO is equal to OC. We can say that both are equal to half of AC. This diagonal is bisected into two equal parts, and OB equals to OD, and both are equal to half of BD. So in place of AO, if we write down half of AC, that means we will be having AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square is equal to 2 is already there. In place of AO square, we will be writing AC upon 2. Square is there. Plus, in place of BO, we will be writing half of BD upon 2 whole square. Then we had CO. CO means AC upon 2 whole square. And last was OD. So OD means BD upon 2 whole square. Now, if you open the square, AC square upon 4, BD square upon 4 plus AC square upon 4 plus BD square upon 4. Now, if we take LCM would be 4, and like terms will be added. So 2 times, and LCM is 4. AC square plus AC square, twice AC square, BD square and BD square, twice BD square. So 2 taken common, will be having 4 here, 4 AC square plus BD square. And here also we are having 4, so 4 and 4 got cancelled. So what we have obtained as a result is that AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square is equal to AC square plus BD square. That means we have proved that sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to sum of the squares of its diagonal.